from tent cities to foreclosed homes.
It's no different than, in many ways, what the banks are doing, being bailed out. I want to be bailed out.
Now, squatters seeking shelter could be homeless again.
Now, to be absolutely clear, what these folks are doing is illegal.
But no one is living in these homes, owned in many cases by the banks that hold the mortgages. Local 10's Nikki Mohan is live in Miami with what could be called another sign of these difficult economic times.
Lori, to homeless advocates, it's a simple supply and demand issue. So many empty foreclosed homes and so many people who need them. If you look here at this home on Northwest 5th Avenue, the lawn is mowed, the holiday lights are up, the baby inside is sleeping. There's only one big problem. They have no legal right to be here. Just 3 weeks ago, Marie Pierre and her daughter Menon were living on the streets. Now she lives in this spacious 4-bedroom home. Her 3 other children will join her for the holidays.
I'm so looking forward to getting my other 3 children. They're going to love this space, and it's big. There's a nice yard. It's, beyond being spacious, they will all each have a room for the first time.
There's just one huge technicality. It's not her house. She is squatting in a foreclosed, vacant home.
I think it is immoral to have a vacant home that's being held by Lehman Brothers or anyone else while you have homeless families sleeping out on the street.
Pierre lost her home 4 years ago after she says her mortgage adjusted and running a family and studying for her PhD proved too much. She eventually ended up on the streets. That's where she met radical housing advocate Max Rameau, who, with some help, broke into this vacant property, changed the locks, and moved her in.
Are you willing to go to jail? I mean, she could possibly go to jail.
But I do think that there are people who should go to jail. I don't think it's either me or her. But there are people who should go to jail because of this housing crisis.
2 years ago, Rameau and his group created a tent city in Liberty City on public land for homeless families. Now he targets vacant homes that are owned by the government or a bank and makes them available to families like Pierre.
I just can't even say anything. Yeah. Because had he not given us this space, I would have been on the street.
And she actually put up this sign that people live here because someone apparently came in and removed whatever little possessions she had and changed the lock. She said she knows that she's here illegally, but feels victimized again because they took everything she had. Now down to the business. According to county records, this home is owned by Aurora Loan Services, but I did call them. They did not return my call. Miami PD said they do not have any orders, Charles and Lori, to evict this family as of right now.
Well, Nikki, these folks are talking as if the only option is to be in this house or be on the streets. She is aware of homeless shelters and places that can help her out, isn't she?
Yes, Charles. She has been on the streets for like 4 years since her home was foreclosed on. She said she has lived in shelters. They could not accommodate her. They put her out on the streets. She's been in and out of shelters for those last 4 years. And believe it or not, these past 3 weeks here in this home, she says, is the most stability she has had since 2003.
Well, we'll see how this all plays out. And now that it's gotten publicity, we'll really see. Nikki Mohan live for us in Miami.